All right. So there on NewbieVeT, got a special guest. Finally got you in the building. We got StayDown Certified.
Yes, sir.
So what's going on, King?
Man, nothing, man. Nothing but some coming out with new projects, coming out with new music, you know, coming out with new platforms for the Augusta scene. You know, trying to get like you, King.
Right, man. Yeah, I feel like we all create some platforms, man. Everybody can use these platforms. We all take off.
Right.
Big fat, big fat, big fat. All right, so man, let's go on to the beginning, man. So you originally from Augusta, born and raised?
Yeah, okay. Originally from Augusta, Gilbert Manor, Sunset. I was born in Gilbert Manor, and you know, mom had a couple complications, so we moved over to Sunset. So it's right across the track, you know, and I grew families in both neighborhoods. So, you know, like, but I spent the majority of my time in Sunset, though.
Sunset. So which part, like, describe, like, Sunset for, cause from what I used to hear, Sunset used to be a rough spot.
Yeah. It's pretty rough, man.
Right.
We got a lot of guys out there just hungry, you know what I mean, and not realizing what, you know, it's more to life out there because we stuck in this box like animals, you know what I mean?
Right.
And like, so they see these dope boys, they see these hitman so-called or whatever, ride around these nice cars and stuff like that. They want to be just like them.
Want to be like it, right.
You know what I mean? So I think it was just the environment. You know, the people was great people.
Yeah,
you know what I mean? You have people that could, like, you have days out there that people don't speak about, you know, that family, we have a whole big cookout out there. Everybody gets plates, ice cream truck come out there. Every kid get an ice cream, you know. So those days I did value of the projects.
So I'm glad you said that, bro, because, like, a lot of people, when they think of the hood, they think of, like, the bad parts of the hood. They only think of the gangs, the shootout. They overlook all, like you said, the cookouts, the family reunions, it be a lot of good days in the neighborhood. Yeah, the good days. Yeah, you totally right about that. That's it gotta be some good day, because if it was all bad like that, people wouldn't be living out there.
People wouldn't be living out there. You'll be changing your situation.
Right.
Obviously, you become a product of your environment, and you just started to do things, you know what I mean, that your heart don't want you to do, but your mind and body telling you that you need to do it.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what the type of stuff I got caught up in. And then, you know, like I tell a lot of young guys out here, you know what I mean? Like, because I was given 30 years into prison, bro. You know what I mean? And I had to fight my way back. You feel what I'm saying? I was given 30 years in prison, bro. You know what I mean? I had to fight my way back to, you know what I mean, to even see a judge again. You know what I mean? And was given 14 to 4. You know what I mean? And I'm blessed to be home. You know what I mean? I came home in 2018. You know what I mean? And from there, I just been focusing on my music. I've been focusing on my business, my credit. I've been trying to teach artists about their credit, their business. You know what I mean? How to, you know what I mean, make money from here. You know what I mean? Like, most artists think that you got to sign to a label. Right. You know what I mean? To even see any type of money. Right. It's not true. Right. You know what I mean? That's why you guys, that's why my team, that's why everybody that's trying to do something for the city are creating these platforms for. Right. So you can make money off of, so you can see $1 off of your music. You're not just, you know, we wasn't having that back then. Right. We had CDs and posters and stuff like that, and that's how we made our money. Right. You know what I mean? Like, I used to stand on the corner of Barton Village at the Circle K before it became the big Circle K right there, and sell my CD to everybody. I used to be out there 2 o'clock in the morning because I know 360 was about to be let out. Yeah. You know what I mean? Right. And me and my brother, we was up there selling CDs, hat, clothes, whatever we could to hustle. Getting it in. Right. So. Right. Nowadays, they're giving you more of a platform to make money and more ways to make money. Why not take it? Take advantage of it. Right. You can have so many avenues on like that too. Right. Yeah, most definitely. The millionaires always have multiple incomes. Right. You know, so. You know what I mean? Just because you didn't start it or you didn't what's the name, you know, investment is real. You know what I mean? Right. And like, if I see that you got something that's going on powerful, then yes, we should pull in and we should help you. Right. You know what I mean? Like, a lot of people look at it as competition. Right. You know what I mean? In Augusta. And I don't know why, because I done been everywhere else and people are like, supportive.
Right.
You know what I mean? And they know that when they see talent, they know that talent can go far, but being business oriented go further. You know what I mean?
Right.
You got to be a hustler.
Yeah. Gotta have a hustle mentality.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, because the music business, you gotta be. If you ain't a hustler in the music business, they gonna hustle the shit out you.
Right. Right.
You done been around the music business. I know, you done been in the big studios and stuff like that with, been around a bunch of artists.
I done been in AE. You know what I mean? I done been Stankonia, A-Ball MJG, my family. You know what I mean? Like all of these people influenced me to do it. Cause I say like, damn, if these folks are just reach away,
right?
If they're doing it, why not?
Right.
You know what I mean? And like I say, even in Augusta, I'd have been around Augusta scene a long time. You know what I mean? As far as, like I say.
So what's Augusta artist problems, you feel?
They worry about other people's business instead of putting that into their music. Augusta also, I ain't gonna say they, I'm gonna say we.
Right.
Because I'm a part of it.
Right,
you know what I mean? And
right.
I feel like it's sickening, but we can make a change. You know what I mean?
That's right. We could be the new millennials
right.
and change that change.
Right.
So you had people before us that was doing concerts and shows and had studios before we came in the city and started doing stuff. When you got out of 2018 and decided to do your movement, we had people way before then. So it's like we can be that new class of people that change. Make the change. Yeah.
Right. And as far as with people, I feel like it's the paperwork part. And I feel like they're scared of it. And I feel like they don't know that they're a walking business. You know what I mean? And that's what I try to teach all artists. When they come record with me at Herb Beat Studios, because that's where I house at right now.
Right.
Herb, wonderful guy. He made the blueprints for the James Brown statue downtown. Not the James Brown, but the Martin Luther King. The one that they're about to build now. He made the whole blueprint for the whole thing. And he's a wonderful guy. He's cool, and he's ready to invest, but he wanted to know that it brings it back. And I understand that, you know what I mean? And I understand where business lie. You know what I mean? That's why I say Augusta artists has to start worrying about more business than their music.
Right.
You know what I mean?
That's facts. That's facts. That's all facts, bro.
Yeah, I just feel like, if artists want to be true to themselves, you got to get your credit right. You have to get your business credit right.
Right.
It's certain things that they're not showing you that they're doing.
You got to stay out the way, too.
Also got to stay out the way.
Stay out the way.
Because
you got to.
They ain't playing.
Not playing.
They not playing. And I'm a father of 5. And I'm engaged to a beautiful woman.
Congratulations, Gary.
Lovely. You know what I mean? And I have a life to where now that I feel like I'm living my dream. You feel what I'm saying? And I'm not worried about what other artists are doing or what other, producers are doing or engineers are doing, because now I'm to the point where I feel like I helped enough.
Right.
I'm not gonna lie. You know what I mean? And I give artists, if you come in my studio, you'll see on my wall that I write down all the accounts for artists to make money off their music. And every artist that came through there, not one of them, well, I can say about 2 artists. I'm not gonna do that.
Right.
I'm gonna say about 2 artists walked in and said, hey, what that is?
Then he looked at it.
You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's right there, plain as day. And I tell the artists, y'all write that stuff down.
It's right there.
It's right there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And this to make you money. You know what I mean?
What do you think, is decoration or something?
You know what I mean?
Right.
It's your BMI ass cap. It's your sound exchange.
Yeah.
It's your whatever distribution company that you're going with as far as
your
DistroKid,
BDS and
right,
all that.
right. They got everything up there.
Right.
If you wanted to copyright it, which nowadays you don't have to because it's automatically copyrighted through those distribution companies. But United States Copyright Office, you know what I mean? Be smart. That's why I try to tell artists, but artists, they like to think that they know everything. You know what I mean? In Augusta.
Yeah.
In Augusta, because I tell one artist in Atlanta how to get a radio station open. They play his music 24 hours out of a day.
And he did it. Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? And now he's making $12 to $20,000 a quarter off one radio station. Imagine if you open up one of his daughter's name, his wife's name, everybody's name. That's royalty mining.
Right. Right.
Come on, black folks.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like I try to.
Well, you know, paperwork scare black folks. A lot of black folks. A lot of black folks, they run away and they scared of paperwork. And when paperwork get like artists, a lot of artists, bro, they are a hell of an artist. I know you know a lot of dope ass artists, but their paperwork sucks.
You want me to keep it real? You want me to keep it real?
Yeah.
This is what I feel, and this is my opinion.
Right.
They scared of what they call that? Credit. They're scared of credit. They're scared of credit, bro. You know what I mean? And that's the goal to life.
Right.
Right now, in this millennium, that's the goal to life. If your credit is not right, then you're going to be treated as poor.
Right.
But if your credit right, you can get houses built. You can get loans from the bank. You can get this to promote yourself.
Yeah.
Like if your business credit was right for StayDown Certified, if my business credit was right for mine, I can go and get a G-Wagon in my business name because it's over 6,000 pounds.
Right.
Come on, bro. They got to open up these books and they got to start reading.
Right.
They got to start understanding what music is.
Right.
It's not just like that's just half of it. I am not even talking about anything. I'm talking about algorithms. Right. All of this, you got to know all of this stuff.
That's why it's 90% business, 10% music. Probably less than that now.
If you want to make any real money at that anyways. You know what I mean?
You got to have a hit though. But people, and also speaking of hits, people don't understand hits are not. You have natural hits that like they undeniable hits,
right?
But then you have hits where people just invested into it that made it a hit.
They invested into it and made it a hit, right? Because you hear it over and over and over.
Right.
It becomes like what they call it, hypnosis.
Yeah.
And it makes you like when you hear it next time, you be like,
you start saying
it now. You know what I mean? Like
you don't even like the damn song.
I thought The Old Road was stupid when I first heard it.
What you want?
The Old Road. I thought Tatiana was.
Oh yeah, all them.
Was stupid because I was like, that production is
terrible,
terrible, and I was like, kept hearing it. My kids sang it. Everybody, Old Town Road, and it started. I was like, God damn, what the fuck going on?
It just blew up,
and it blew up. So guess what? Now I caught myself going down the highway singing. Hey, I applaud them boys.
Hey. He did what he did.
Right.
He did what he's supposed to do.
Right.
So I mean, I say when it hits, like hits ain't like it used to be. You know, even back then you could put money behind a hit and it still wouldn't go because if it wasn't a hit, it was the hit. Now hits just if it's catchy, if it's talented. Catchy and it's got a little tune to it.
And it could be a tenth of a song. It could be like, like you could like it don't even have to be 3-4 minute song like how we used to do 2 verses or 3 verses, 5-minute song. You know what I mean? Back then, now they're making 45-second songs.
45-second song.
And it's winning. You know what I mean? Like, and that's all you got to do as an artist. But that's not going to happen if you're focused on the next man. Right. That's not going to happen if you focus on hatred.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's what I try to tell artists. You got to think about the overall picture.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like me and you, like we came together on something like, hey, let's do an interview.
Right.
You know what I mean? I made sure I was on time.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I made sure I did professional business.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's what grows business. You know what I mean? That's what grows relationships. That's what grows, because all of this, you think you gonna go in the game and just beef with everybody? You're not gonna have no friends.
You ain't have no friends. You burn bridges before you even make them. People don't understand, like, connections. Networking is like, I think that's another thing. People gotta understand the power of networking. Somebody can have a connection that might not work for them, but you connect with somebody and they're like, oh, I like them. It works for them.
It works for them.
And it still takes off, but it still benefits you.
Right.
But it's all about networking. They might have a connect that might not work for them, but they love you.
Right.
Take off with that. So it's like you don't know how those connections work, but you always want to keep those avenues open.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I call it like a prioritize. Like you put the most people that can do a lot for you up.
Right.
The ones that, put them down, just rate them like that. That's how I do it,
But man, I'm just here to let people know I'm back outside, bro. I'm back outside. I'm active. I got new music coming out. I got new videos coming out. I'm talking about this thing's for to be promoted to the fullest. I'm letting every artist in Augusta know that my features are free right now. I am, in complying with the city. I would do a mixtape with anybody's studio. Let's work.
Let me ask you a question. Let's talk about these features thing, right? Because I've been seeing a lot of posts on Facebook and a lot of artists. It's like a split between some artists feel like, okay, from your opinion, what do you feel like if you're going to pay another local or independent artist as yourself,
right?
Do a song with, what are you paying them for, from your opinion?
I'm paying them for heart. You know what I mean? But I'm paying him for his craft. I'm paying him, like, if he feels like he's worth that, then yes, I'll pay you.
Okay.
You know what I mean? But me, right now, I'm like, and I'm one of the hardest in the city. Like have you ever heard my music? Yeah. I gotta get you, tapped in on my newest stuff. Right. But I got some of the hardest music in the city, bro. And I know I'm one of the best, but people gotta humble down.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like, it's a day and a time for that. You know what I mean? Like, for you to say that you're not signed, you're not owning an independent label that's scribing, that's actually doing good, then you shouldn't get paid. You know what I mean? I'm not going to lie to you.
There you go.
Because, but can you benefit that other artist?
Right.
You know what I mean? What is your fan base looking like?
Right.
What is your oversights on Instagram and all of this look like? Like, right. Where's, like, you gotta be,
yeah.
You know what I mean? Gotta be smarter than
right.
that. You can't just think that I'm just gonna bless you because you my homeboy, or
just because you rap.
You hard. Yeah, but what can you benefit me? Why I'm paying you? Right. You know what I mean? Like, that's what you got to start from.
Right. People don't understand, independent level, like, when you working with each other, I look at it like, if I'm gonna pay another artist to, either you're buzzing to the point where you got a higher buzz than me, and I know if I do a record with you, it'll make me buzz. It's business, music business. So I want to get your audience. So I'm gonna pay that ticket just to get it introduced. It's levels. It's levels. So I'm not finna pay someone something where it's like, you benefit more if I do the record with you.
Right.
It's business. It's nothing personal, but at the end of the day, it's business.
It's business.
It's business. So it's like, you're not going to see Drake just doing a song with an independent artist if they're not on his brand.
And they're not on his brand.
Yeah, on his brand, or they ain't paid him.
Or he ain't making money off it.
He ain't making money off it.
That's the guy of the truth.
Bro, that's facts.
Like, I can't tell this man to, hey, I can't walk up to Drake and say, hey, give me a feature and I want it for free. Right. He gonna look at me like he's stupid, or he might stick a security on me. He might stick a security on me, you feel what I'm saying?
Right.
But, I should be able to walk up to an artist that's in my city, though, that's trying to make it just as well as me, and say, hey, man, let's do a track. And it should go down. Right. You know what I mean? Like, but like you say, if he got a bigger fan base than me, then yes, I'll pay you.
Right. We don't need, like, think about Augusta. Like, every city, every big city or every big town or city in every state has a faces for that city that if, like, it don't matter. People in Atlanta know these faces are in Augusta.
Right.
I can't really say we have those faces yet. Far as, like, the city's putting up there.
I can say we do, but those faces, you know who you are. Those faces need to pull together. That's the only thing that's wrong with those faces. Those faces need to pull together and make this shit right for the city.
Right.
You know what I mean? Because the city have supported you.
That'll open the eyes on every people that's in the city moving. Now people come to, because Atlanta come here anyway.
Right.
Everybody come here. Memphis come here. They bring their artists here.
See, our artists in our city think when they make it, they supposed to get cocky.
Right.
They supposed to not want to talk to people. They think they supposed to, you know what I mean? And that's the hurtful part of this city.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's not what you're supposed to do. That's what, you think these other guys doing their city like that? No. They're coming back. They're showing love. They're turkey drives. They doing things within the city. You know what I mean? And then the city give you their love.
Right.
So why not give the city back their love?
Right.
You know what I mean?
You making money off the city.
You making money off the city.
Yeah.
You making big money off the city.
Right.
You know what I mean? So come back, show the city love. You know what I mean? If you was to make it.
Right.
You know what I mean? That's only, you know what I mean, where I feel like it should be.
Put the city on. I mean, there's no different than Quando Rondo and Savannah. Like, you think of Savannah, you think of Quando Rondo now. You think of Atlanta, you think of a bunch of artists. You think of Migos, think of Baby, you think of a lot of people in Atlanta.
Because you know why? Because Atlanta keeps rebirthing their artists.
Rebirthing their artists.
You know, and because these big artists are coming back. And they are signing their artists. They are showing artists what to do. They are giving these artists, they saying like, hey, because you know what they're scared of? If I do a song with you,
you're going to take off before that.
You're going to take off before me.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that shouldn't be like that. That should be love.
Not knowing that with me and you, if me and you do a track together, let's kill this shit together. We both get off. Right? We make this song a fucking hit. Together.
I put you on a real deal hit that I got.
Right.
You feel what I'm saying? Knowing that it's upcoming, and I know that you showed me that love to pull me up, so I'm finna pull you back up.
Pull back up, and we eat all this shit together. That's like a Drake and Future collab.
They're not thinking like that.
Yeah, like a Drake and Future collab, or Drake 21 collab. Like that's a lot of those. I see a lot of those collabs now because that's like you said, tying into them things. That's how Drake keep relevant. Right. You know, Drake. How old Drake is now?
Drake should be about 36, good 35, 36.
Yeah. So he's doing with younger artists to keep relevant with the younger crowd.
That's the
business.
That's the business.
That's
you
the
know
business.
What I mean? Like,
cause they ask us,
who wouldn't do it with 21 Savage? Who wouldn't do it with Lil Baby? He only doing it with top artists that reach that caliber.
Right.
You know, I seen a little white boy screaming 21 Savage song. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, that's fire. That's what I want.
Right.
I want all races to love my music.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's like I'm trying to go into the Rock Hall of Fame, bro. Like, and I'm trying to reach new heights into business too, because I know that blacks we are the bottom of the barrel right now, bro. Like, I'm not even gonna lie to you, and I want to be able to build more black-owned business. I want to help people build. I want to take ideas because we got great ideas.
We got wonderful ideas. We got awesome ideas. We the pioneers. We make everything. Like, we set the trends for every sport, everything. Right. So, yeah, bro, like, yeah, that's facts. Yeah, man. So, StayDown Certified. So, it's, so basically, what's the name StayDown Certified? How you get that name, brother?
Like I said, certified, I got that from out of Sunset.
Right.
You know, people start calling me certified, you know. Like I said, I was doing stuff that I, you know, was supposed to be doing. You know, I had a past. You know what I mean? I'm pretty sure everybody do.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? So
facts.
So, you know, people start calling me certified. So, and StayDown Records was originated in Atlanta, Georgia, and it was owned by my brother Uncle, and he had Young Ralph up under that label.
Yeah,
but he ended up getting sick and passed it down to my brother. So my brother basically, I moved to Atlanta with my brother, and I went to school. I went to Tech Institute, and I started to take over the label. I started to, because I was hot, I was young, you know what I mean? And my brother was just barely tired of doing it, basically. And basically when I took over the label, I was like, man, I'm just gonna do what I'm supposed to do with it. I'm gonna take off.
Right.
And people you know what I mean, knowing me as StayDown Records, they start calling me StayDown. You know, everybody that comes around me, everybody that knows me, they start calling me StayDown. So I just put the two together. StayDown Certified.
Yeah, that's dope. That's dope. That's dope, man. And so like, so basically, you the owner of the owner of the label. So
I'm a part owner.
Part owner. You and your brother. Yep. So how many artists you have, or how many, like, the roster?
I have a couple artists, man, that I work with, because I not only do music, I engineer. I'm a life coach. I try to, you know what I mean, tell artists and teach artists how to, you know, manage money, how to, you know, physically push their music without, you know what I mean, it being a computer behind it. You know, like I want my artists to blow authentically. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I don't want nothing, you know what I mean, computer. So I got Mac out, I got FTM Ski, Cass City Ski, Cass City Mac.
Okay.
I got an artist that mess with YSL. His name is Shots, YSL Shots. I got a couple people that I work with, man. I work with producers. I work with business owners. I'm a contractor on the side too. I build houses. I build buildings. Anything, you know.
Jack of all trades, man.
Yeah, man.
Yeah, man. That's what's up, man. That what's up, bro. That what's up. So how you balance everything out?
Man, I don't know. I just go. Like, I got, even with the 5 kids, man, it's hard. You know what I mean? I'm not going to sit there a lot. You know, it's hard. It's long days, long nights, you know what I mean? And, like, arguing with my wife, you know what I mean? All type of stuff, man. But, you know, I'm just a regular guy, man. I'm just a guy trying to see a ticket no matter what way I go, because my kids deserve that life. You know, I feel like I ain't never had it, so, and I wanted it and I desired it, so I desire it for my kids, you know what I mean? So that's my motivation. That's what pushed me forward. It's my family and my kids, my brothers. My brothers deserve a better lifestyle. Augusta deserve a better lifestyle. We got to get this dark cloud from over us.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
Yeah, that's facts.
I'm tired of being, you know, that guy to keep taking these losses. Because I took a lot of losses dealing with artists. I took a lot of losses.
Ooh, Lord.
Like,
preach on, brother.
Yeah. So, you know, like, I took a lot of losses to life dealing with people. So, for me to come back out and still have this heart, you know what I mean, should mean something.
Right.
You know what I mean? I could just shield it up, you know what I mean? And just
be cold.
Did my own thing. I know how to engineer myself. I know how to produce myself. I know how to do all of that. I could have did all of that, but guess what I did? I tried to help. You know what I mean? And that should mean a lot. You know what I mean? Like, shit from a guy that ain't supposed to be here.
That's facts.
You know what I mean?
Facts.
I say, man, just keep pushing forward, man. Yeah. Just keep pushing forward.
Yeah, facts.
I want to do some business with you, man. We want to sit down and
chop it up.
Yeah,
most definitely. So, man, we lost, you know, Takeoff in Texas. You know, at a bowling alley. You know, Quavo got into it with some guys, mob ties, and a shooting occurred, and Takeoff wound up taking the hit. So, what you thought about that when you first heard about that, and what you feel about artists? You know, once you get to a certain stature, you know, certain way you should move, or what you think?
I feel like, and this is real spill. At that caliber of artists, they shouldn't be rolling dice. They shouldn't be in nowhere that could have caused harm to them. You know what I mean? Like, I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't care how the world take it.
Right.
You know what I mean? I agree.
I agree too. If you're gonna gamble, go to Vegas.
go to Vegas.
Yeah.
Go somewhere. You're a millionaire, bro.
Yeah.
You're multi-millionaire, bro. You're an icon.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And like, God bless the dead. I respect that man. You know, I never met him. You know what I mean? I heard he was a great person.
Yeah, I heard
you know what I
too.
mean? And I would have loved to meet him.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I got a guy that, you ever heard of J. Fox?
Yeah, J. Fox.
Yeah, J. Fox, he got signed to their label.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I used to mess with J. Fox a long time ago.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And it's sad, man. Right. It's sad. You know what I mean? Like that guy shouldn't have went nowhere, man. He's supposed to be right here still making music.
Right. Yeah, that's facts. Yeah, that's facts, bro. Yeah, that's facts.
Black people killing black people. But at that, like I say, if you gonna do stuff like that, keep your security sharp. Keep your people with you.
Yeah, especially if you're gonna do some personal activities.
Right.
If you're gonna do personal activities, you know, have your extra security with you, you know, just make sure that you just in a safe zone. Even if you travel to somebody else's city. You know what I'm saying? So cause I know if you traveling somewhere else, you got your squad with you.
Right.
You know, y'all straight.
Yeah, you seen how we move?
Yeah, I see how you move.
Yeah, the mob, man.
Yeah.
We move 40 to 50 deep.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
I say y'all there's no issue with y'all.
That's right.
So besides, now the only thing about dealing with large groups, so do you have issues? Say like, okay, we got, you know, the mob.
It's a headache.
Yeah, that was said, trying to manage
it's
all
a big
those
ass
egos.
headache. It's a big ass headache dealing with grown men with different personalities.
Right.
Different, you know what I mean, mindsets. Then you got almost 30 of those guys are artists.
Right.
So they think they supposed to be the guy that's up there on the
top,
stage.
yeah.
You know, they think they supposed to be just the head honcho, every last one of them. You know what I mean? So it's like, it's hard, but you know, it's possible. It's manageable. It's been done.
Look at it like the Wu-Tang Clan.
Look at LilThumpr.
Yeah, it's LilThumpr, yeah. So,
you know what I mean? The Mobb did that. You know what I mean? I give all credit to the Mobb.
I ain't gonna lie to you. I mean, even, you know, shout out LilThumpr, but LilThumpr got that deal on the strength of y'all. As far as like the Mobb, meaning that, you know, it's kind of hard to tell somebody they ain't worth nothing or they don't got the CD behind them when they got 50 people behind them. You can't.
You know what I mean? Like,
right.
Like when I got that text for him, bro, because we performed against him like a week before that he had that showcase. They had that showcase.
Atlanta. Yeah.
And we performed against him at Garden City. You know what I mean? And they already had it set up for LilThumpr. But you know, but we went ahead and we won second place and we still opened up for Fujiano too.
Yeah.
So he hit me up and was like, hey man, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, I need y'all, you know what I mean? Up here at this authentic showcase. I want to bust it open. I want to bust it wide open. And us being genuine, the people that came, you know what I mean, twice, like once and one day and the next day came again for you. You know what I mean? And you ain't show them folks no love. You know what I mean? That was a long trip. We pulled up in 3 white vans full of people. You feel what I'm saying? And they stood on that stage and they rocked it out with you.
Right.
But as soon as you signed the deal, you felt like you was Big Thumper. And I'm just being real.
Yeah.
It's wrong.
Keep it G.
It's wrong. You know what I mean? I don't care how he take it. That's wrong.
Yeah. You
should have just came back and you should have kept going further with the Mobb.
With the Mobb, right.
They should have been your background. They should have always been there for you.
Right.
You know what I mean? And it's wrong. You know what I mean? That's why he's going through the situation that he's going through now.
Right.
You know, God don't like ugly.
Right.
And that's just real.
That's right.
Grandma told you that. You know what I mean? So like if you ain't following that rule, you ain't following no rules.
Right.
And it's sickening. Like I said,
y'all had a move. Y'all had a movement, man. I remember that because that's when he first
we got the
in.
Monaco Lounge popping.
Yeah.
We was busting the Monaco Lounge every weekend. That's where King Von got killed at. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Right after we stopped busting it, that's when people was coming from everywhere to come there to perform.
To perform and stuff.
You know, we can still do it. And the Mobb ain't just us. The Mobb It's any Augusta artist that or producer or videographer, anybody that comes together and to support each other. Right. You know what I mean? It can't be controlled. The mob cannot be ran by one person. It can't be done in a. It's not a game.
It got to be a vote.
It's not a game. We're not even doing votes because the mob is when we come together.
Right.
You know what I mean? And the first show is really called the Movement Music Group. You know, our first show we had a Stendo Mobb with us, and the Stendo Mobb was, you know what I mean, was in the group. So they start screaming Mobb shit as they normally do in their shows, and the whole group starts screaming Mobb shit. You know, so it was like a birth of something. You know what I mean? And we took off with it.
Took off with it, right.
We took off with it. And
breaking stages everywhere you went.
3DL, oh my God. 3DL, I thought I was on my head.
I seen the video. They showed me the video. I said, them boys done broke the stage.
Yeah, man. Yeah, man. You know, and that was beautiful, man. And now the mob is back outside. We back together. We doing it right this time. We focusing on more music. We bringing out more artists. I just want everybody to stay tuned, man. Yeah. Stay tuned, man. We gonna turn the city up.
Big fact, man. Big fact, man. So, man, gotta talk to you about a lot of the killings that have been happening in Augusta lately. It's been a lot of shootings and murders and a lot of. It's 43 murders so far this year.
Mm-hmm.
I think the highest we had one year was 52. So why do you think the rise is still rising and the city, the police, and can't stop it?
Because, bro, we used to fight back in the day. These young kids ain't fighting no more, man. They just shooting and taking names later.
Right.
They just real. Just stay out the way.
Body counts.
Stay out the way. Because the body counts, like, I'm just being real with you. If you out there doing that, you a bad man. You better than me. Right. Because one thing about it, the folks ain't bullshit out here. The folks lock you up forever. You know what I mean? And I can't be like, that's the worst thing I've been through. You have rats in your food. It's like having police officers beat you. You know what I mean? And you can't do nothing about it. You know what I mean? Like it's overrated for me. You know, like I'd rather be out here counting some millions and living a good life.
Yeah.
You know, than be in a jail cell trying to be, you know, a gangster, bro.
Being gangster.
You know, I ain't gangster, bro. You know what I mean? But I am gangster. You know what I mean? Like I kill for my kids, yes, but that's it.
Yeah,
that's it. I'm not out here trying to harm no man or because the man hurt. You know what I mean? Out here doing better than me.
Right.
You know, but if you sneaking in my house while my kids sleep or
trying to harm
us, or trying to harm,
yes, you out of here.
Yeah, you out of here. You out of here. But other than that, I ain't out here trying to be El Chapo.
Right.
I ain't trying to be Brian Nichols. You know, that's what these kids want to be nowadays. And hey, be what they say you can be whatever you want to be. Right. Just don't break it around me.
I'm just trying to figure out where the hell they get these fucking straps from.
Man, my God. They got Afghanistan straps.
Man, they got these damn military rifles. They ain't playing, bro.
They ain't playing. and they gonna continue to be like that.
Right.
And it's sad.
And be young enough to kill your ass, then get out, and still be young enough to live their life. Cause murder these days now, they don't really charge you that much for murder.
Instead of saying, hey young nigga, you can get this gun. Hey young nigga, how about this?
Right.
Hey young nigga, you ain't got no credit, so that means you got good credit.
Right.
You can run your credit up a little bit more and build you a house to have a house at 19.
Right.
18, 19, you can have you a whole house, you can have you this and that, you can really be in motion at the young age. You know what I mean? How about teaching these young men to be, you know what I mean, real fathers to their kids.
Right.
You know what I mean? Like that type of stuff, we're not teaching our black community. We only teach you how to shoot.
Yeah.
We only teach you how to sell a diamond,
how to look glamorous, how to look like you got money.
Oh man, that killing me.
How to look like you.
I ain't finna go, bro. One thing about me, bro, if I ain't got money for them Jordans, I'm not finna go. I ain't wore Jordans in years.
I ain't wearing. I stopped wearing Jordan by choice.
By choice.
By choice.
By choice.
Because too many people was wearing them where I was from. And I was like, damn, I gotta be different.
And then still though, bro, I'm not finna go give this man, like, be real with you. The man out here building prisons.
Money, no goddamn shoes.
Man out here building prisons.
Right.
Off of Jordans.
Off Jordans.
You know what I mean? Like, I don't support that. Right. You know what I mean? And he only building it. What's populating prisons? Black people. Blacks. You know what I mean? Most majority black.
For the dumbest fucking crimes.
For the dumbest crimes. For the dumbest crimes. You know. I think, you know, we just need to pull together, man. And I think artists need to, like I say, get their business right. I think artists need to be more productive with their music, more patient with their music.
Right. Give it more time.
Yeah.
Because like an artist do a song could be so hard, but you only pushed it 2 weeks down here and just now you're on a whole different way. Like you ain't take that song to Atlanta, you ain't take it to Carolina, you ain't take it nowhere else but just Augusta for 2 weeks and then you on a whole different song.
And niggas,
that was your hit.
And you could target like at certain areas with algorithm.
Right.
You could say, hey, I want this to be put up in Texas because I think my music is be harder in Texas.
This sound good in Texas. They got a Texas sound.
In Texas, and once you promote it, Texas will get that music. Right. And Texas will respond on that music.
Yeah, you have a fan base over in a whole other city. The only thing you gotta do is plan dates to come perform. People already know your shit.
It's easy, bro.
Easy, bro.
They just they don't want to take baby steps. They want to jump steps and thinking that signing, just because you sign it and post on Instagram, sign with a chain, thinking that's going to take it somewhere. No, that advance is not for you to go buy you a car. The advance is for you to handle business. That advance is there for you to get a feature, get some type of song in rotation, pay for social media promotion, pay for radio promotion, pay for, you got work to do.
Right. So let me ask you a question then, because, going back to the Thumpr situation, that deal Thumpr signed, would you sign that deal? Would you have signed it? I'm just asking for your opinion.
If I was given $100,000 advance, yes, because all the reason I would have signed it because I would have ended up buying myself out of that contract. Because, first of all, if they've given me $100,000, I'm going to spend every penny of that on a single. On a single. And I'm going to, like you say, I'm going to spin it so much that it's going to be in people's ears by the time I'm done with them. By the time I'm done with them, that song's going to be a hit.
Right.
By the time that song becomes a hit, I've been generated enough money to pay that label back that $100,000 plus whatever else they ask for.
They do.
You know what I mean?
And stuff,
And I'll be able to then live a good life. Then I can start saying, okay, I can buy a house.
So what you think went wrong with his deal, the deal?
He balled out.
Oh.
He balled out. And then like Thumpr, when he went to Authentic, he changed a whole different sound.
Cause his sound was different from everybody in Authentic. Right.
He made a whole different sound. And I felt like Authentic couldn't push that sound.
It wasn't. They wasn't. Yeah, you're right. Cause I'm glad you said that. Cause certain artists don't fit certain labels. So when he signed to Authentic, I was like, Thumpr don't fit Authentic. Cause Authentic, they have a hood. Everybody's like from the streets. You got Fujiano.
So you know what they signed him for?
What they signed him for?
That song. These nigga police. I heard the siren. Woo woo.
Oh.
That song. When he did that song on stage, they loved it. He put that song to the back burner once he got signed.
He should have pushed that one.
Now you got Boo Man saying, I don't know how to push it.
Right.
And truth be told, that's what he said for real.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And you can't be mad at him.
Yeah. Cause you changed the sound. That wasn't the sound that attracted him at first. Yeah. So that's just like, like Lil Nas X, okay? He came in with Old Country Road, the cowboy thing, and then he just switched that all the way over. The only reason it worked because he was gay. And
he went to the lesbian community.
He had that whole community backing him.
Because they was like, okay, he was the first black guy to be singing on the country song.
Right.
So they like, okay, that's hard. That's hard. That he's gay. That lesbian community, like, yay, like,
Yay.
yeah, like
we got somebody for us. We got somebody that rap that's gay in the hip hop,
and they came out.
And then you have so many people in hip hop supporting it, and then so if anybody said anything against it, you would have been canceled. Like, so I get in. You go back to Thumper, and that case is, that's when you coming in as your song as these niggas
Right.
are police, it's more of a hood anthem or street type record, and then you come in, you do more popish
music,
Uzi Vert type records. It's kind of different because he don't know where to push that at.
Right, and that's what I feel like.
Because their audience only goes so far.
Right. Their artists only went so far too. So.
Authentic empire, because they art by their artists. Because a lot of their artists ain't versatile a lot. A lot of them are in that street era.
That trap
stuff.
And street stuff. Yeah. So, only person that probably did anything with Fujiano and Euro Got It. But Euro Got It had to leave authentic because they was focusing on just food too. So I can't be mad at them too at the same time. But that's their business, you know what I mean? Right. I just, I got some things going on with Atlantic Records right now. I'm trying to figure things out with them, I ain't trying to sign on 360, you know what I mean? I just really need distribution for the company.
I said, 360, you doing 360 now?
Yeah.
We doing that now independently. So it's like the 360 deal that's basically like the deals, the kind of deals you getting kind of now, if you ain't got a hit already. Everybody getting 360s, man, really. Honestly, those only deals you kind of get. Cause really the labels now, like you said earlier, the labels really want to see what you can do on your own. They want to see how much buzz, how much fan base, how much.
They don't want to deal with you. They just want to give you the money. And shit. And if you don't bring it back, they gonna sue you.
They're like, oh, okay, StayDown. He bringing in 300,000 by himself. Oh, I already know he can make a bag. We put some money behind him, and we get a cut. If he bring in 3, we know with some more money behind you.
We give him a meal, and he's gone.
He's gone. Now you gotta pay them a meal or something back.
So artists said all this money from these other artists is thinking that the label gave it to her. I need to sign to a label. They
don't get money from the label. They get show money.
Message of the day.
That's their money. Show money. You sign to a label. Labels don't. The only big money labels get you is advances.
It's advances,
and those are projective ideas of what they think your album gonna sell. Because they go based off your last album. So if your last album sold 2 million, you might can get a 2 million advance, and they'll spend that million, but then they have to get a hit, and if they don't get a hit, that's why hits are important, because hits pay the advances back. Because you got show dates, all this other stuff.
And other thing, artists get messed up too. They get into these boxes as artists instead of being entertainers.
Right.
Comedy,
big facts,
and music together right now are killing the game. Comedy, bro. Like if your music video is full of people with guns just standing around, most likely it's not going to be viewed by the whole America.
Yeah.
But if you got some Friday scene, like you acting like Big Worm Chasey or something like that.
And you add the same guns in that, it'll look different. Like you could use the guns, but put them in more in a creative way than just being in front of it like this.
Creative content.
Yes.
Because
they don't ban, you gotta think, they ain't banning the idea of having guns in the video. They banning the idea of how you using it.
How you use it
in the video.
You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And I think artists need to loosen up. I think artists need to be better at their content. You know what I mean?
Get more creative.
Get more creative, man. Stop being stuck up. You know what I mean? That's not going to work for you. Yep. Nowadays, it's not. People want to see either drama, comedy, or they want to see some type of crazy entertainment. They want to see something like Glorilla. I watched that girl blow. I watched her as soon as she was going viral one day in, and I was on her ass. I was like, okay. I'm gonna see it in another couple of days. I'm gonna come back and see it.
Right.
Another couple of days, it came at a couple million views. 6 days came. Couple million views. I said, hey, I told my partner them they had some money. I said, hey, I need to get a feature with her before she go.
Yeah.
They were like, man, I ain't trying to. I said, you stupid.
Yeah, she was cheap at the time too.
I said, you stupid.
Right.
Guess what? Now,
yeah,
the girl is about it. She got nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah, for a Grammy, for F&F.
Grammy.
Yeah, so you damn sure ain't gonna have the money to afford her now. She get a Grammy. Cause people understand you get a Grammy. Grammy for artists meaning you can get a bigger bag. You get a bigger bag. It's like we all working at a job and we get a raise.
Right.
That's what it is. So it's like that's what a Grammy is. So like if you on the show, you gonna be a headliner because you got the Grammy.
Right.
That's how that's just how that goes. That's just how that goes. So with certain awards, but she has a Grammy for F&F. And think about the song that she has. The song is the ratchetest song you can ever hear, but it's white folks.
But you know why? You know why she went viral?
Why?
They were dancing on headlights.
Yeah.
At the red light. You know what I mean? And had pregnant women out there dancing with them. Everything. They drinking bottles at the red light, which not every normal person would do.
Right.
You know what I mean?
Right.
So that's what you got to start doing. You got to start doing stuff out of the ordinary.
Break. It's like these days now to blow up now, you gotta have 1 foot out over the edge and 1 foot sane. So it's like, okay, you gotta go outside of what you normally do.
You gotta brand yourself.
You gotta brand yourself. You have to brand yourself.
You heard what they said? They strictly dogging niggas. That's what they said. Excuse my language, but they said they that's what they're making money off of.
Yeah,
and they are truly making millions of dollars off of that. Off of just saying F enough.
Right.
You know what I mean? And that's killing. That's killing because now they're branded themselves. So now every song that she comes out with, she talking about niggas.
Dude. And she actually having these. You hearing the remakes of other female rappers. Now they're talking about dudes, but it's no different than guys. We've been talking about females forever.
Right.
Bitches ain't shit but hoes and tricks.
Yep.
Since Snoop Dogg days to even now.
Even now.
It's because it's a male hip hop is a male dominant sport anyway. If you have females in it, it's just like the NBA and the WNBA. A lot of people have more eyes on the NBA because they want to see dunks, they want to see the crossovers, they want to see the fancy shit, And so yeah, man.
Man, that's crazy though, man. But artists, I feel like it's gonna be that day where Augusta gonna have his time.
Oh yeah, man.
But I feel like it's gonna have to be something tragic that happens for Augusta to come together. And I hate to say that, you know what I mean? Because I have big faith in this city, but this city has shown me no faith back out of it.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
I mean, they gotta do James Brown. I don't think they really put the light on the city with James Brown like they supposed to put it on.
But you know what? That's our fault. We need to get more black people in politics.
That's true.
We need to get more people into the city hall. Right. We need to get more people more black people into these superior seats.
Right.
That's what we need to be working on as blacks. Like we need to be working on ourselves as a culture.
Right.
Because if we did have more, we'll have more say-so. And then when we got to make sure that the ones that we are electing are for us, for real, or not for personal use or personal cause, and that's what a lot of black people are for. They are for sales, and I hate to say that, but, we got to just make sure that we elect the humble ones.
Right.
They got to be humble. They got to have an ear.
And got to be able to know what the hell is really going on. They got to know what's really going on in Augusta by actually talking to people that's in Augusta. Not just the people that's in the suburb part or the nice area. You need to go to the down parts. You need to go to the hoods. You need to go to every part, talk to everybody. And actually have an ear and understand that way when you make decisions on the city, it affects everybody.
I feel like if they never stayed in the district, they shouldn't run it.
That's true.
Because if they've never been in that environment, they don't know what's actually going on.
Right. You don't know what's going on.
You're only seeing it from driving by.
Right.
You're only seeing it for when you do come out there and do renovations. You didn't live it. You know what I mean? And so you wouldn't know how to treat it.
Right.
You know,
or if you did live it, or you have some that did live it, but they lived it in a different time where this is a different era.
Right.
It might be a whole lot rough than you remember, buddy.
Right.
You know, because right now, I remember like back then, it was more, we had to throw hands and fight. It's all about your fight hand, everybody slap boxing and all the other shit. Now it's triggers and who can shoot faster.
That's degrading, because black people just, not just black people, I'm just people. People is killing me, man. Like, in like Augusta, we need to pull together. Like, if we're gonna make it anywhere in entertainment business, we have to pull together. You know, I wanted to talk to you about a couple of those movies, man. I want to get in a couple of them. I'll play a couple roles if I got to. I want to help. You know what I mean? I want to be a part of a growth.
Right.
You know what I mean? And I feel like we can grow big in Augusta. We just got to put our heads together and find a way. It's a way. Right. Atlanta found that way.
Yeah.
And it's working perfectly fine. And like, that's a machine that's still going. Even Noriega said it himself. He said he felt like a small city is going to be the next competition for Atlanta. And he felt like it's going to be Augusta, Georgia. He said it out of his own mouth. He said it out of his own mouth. That? Noriega.
Oh, from
They said it in the interview.
Yo, Drink Champ. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I believe that. And I believe that we could really do that.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
We was the capital at once. We was the capital. Augusta was the capital of Georgia once. For Atlanta, Augusta is one of the biggest cities in Augusta. In Georgia. It's one of the biggest cities.
Mm-hmm.
It's probably not as big as Atlanta, but it's just as big. It's big as hell. Mm-hmm. And then you have all the resources like Atlanta here. It's just that nobody works together.
Actually, land-wise, we is bigger than Atlanta.
Oh, we okay.
Yep,
so,
land-wise, we
land-wise, because was Savannah's the next one? Valdosta?
I think it's Valdosta. No, Atlanta is the second, and then it's Valdosta.
Augusta's the first, ain't it?
Yeah, Augusta's
the largest city. Augusta's the largest city in Georgia. For us to be the largest city, Atlanta's kicking our ass. It's like the little brother. It's like the middle brother kicking the big brother's ass. Mm-hmm. Cause it's like, and we have James Brown here, Hulk Hogan was here, Lawrence Fishburne was here. We have the Masters here. We have a lot of big shit that be going on here, but just as far as entertainment, our entertainment area is dead as hell.
Our content is
bad.
See, that's the only thing that's holding us back.
Killing us down here.
That's the only thing that's holding us back. It's content. We don't support each other.
Right.
We don't go on the internet and type in StayDown Certified or CTC United. Right. We don't go on the internet and type that. We go on the internet and type Lil Baby and all that. We go for the big ones already instead of listening. Like, I bet I was so out of touch with the industry music because I've been listening to Augusta music so much.
Me too. I don't listen to industry really.
I'd be like, God, I'd be like, who made that? They were like, that's Lil Baby. Oh, okay.
Yeah.
That's hard, but it's hard right here. That nigga sound better than him. You know what I mean? But I don't mean that, but you know what I mean? Just trying to uplift our artists in the city.
Yeah. Cause at the end of the day, I be like, these people got their bread, bro. Like, at the end of the day, my thing is this. I don't consider it hating if we in the same sport. You get what I'm saying? That's
sportsmanship.
It's sportsmanship. You know, that's like the baby sign or the baby's making. We musicians. He's a musician. I can congratulate him, but I ain't gotta buy his stuff. I ain't gotta do none of that because we in the same. We in the same field. We're not. I can see we friends and stuff or whatever, but if we in the same competition realm of being an artist. If we drop an album the same day, album sales make us automatically compete against each other if we didn't want to compete. So either or, it's like I feel like it's not, like you said, it's not a hating or anything and nothing like that. We have to get ourselves to a level. We can't get ourselves to a level if we spending our money or we putting our attention on people that's already together.
Most people, and I'm going to end it with this, most people are in their music feelings instead of being in the music business. Most people think that they think they just the shit. They think they're better than everybody. They think that, and that's where you get to losing people. That's where you get to losing fans. That's why you get to, your views drop down,
Right.
because you're not humbled, and get your music registered. We're losing because we're not getting money off of it. They're getting money off of it, and they're putting their money back into it. If you are getting money off of it in Augusta, put that money back into your music. Put that money, stop going and buying cars, don't buy jewelry. All of this right now is irrelevant right now. That's at elite status.
Right.
When you at elite status, then you need jewelry. But right now, we're only playing with toys.
There you go.
You know what I mean? And like, that's the God honest truth. There's nobody haven't made it in Augusta but TK Kravitz right now.
Right.
So, and he's doing his thing. You know what I mean? And I salute him. I play his music all the time.
Right.
To show support to him.
Right.
And he has touched the city. He has touched a couple artists in the city. Kid Simmons. Also Q Dog. So he's doing his thing.
Right.
Hello, someone that's active within the city and try to take someone else.
Right.
That I ain't got nothing else to say.
Right. That's right.
But work harder.
Right.
Work harder, build a fan base, get your fans active.
Right.
Your fans is not active, you're not gonna see anything. They can just love you and love your music, but they need to like, they need to subscribe, they need to share, they need to
show
up for shows.
Yeah.
All of this. If they don't do that, they're not fans.
Yeah.
They're just followers.
Yeah.
It
don't cost much to hit the share, the comment, like button. It doesn't cost as much.
Hey, make sure y'all hit that share, comment, and like button. CTC United.
Real. So, man, all right, King, man. So, before we slide out here, NewbieVeT, man, how can they get in contact with you? Is there any love you like to shout out?
Instagram, StayDown Certified 74. Facebook, StayDown Certified. Anywhere else, StayDown Certified, man. Y'all look me up. Y'all mess with me, man. I'm hot. I got great music. You know what I mean? And let's take off, man. Y'all make sure y'all subscribe to this page, though. Again, man. CTC United, man. NewbieVeT. We taking off, man. Y'all know what's going on. Big StayDown.